Hi everyone, my name is Madeline, and for those of you who are new here, subscribe down below and click the bell. That way you get notified every single time I upload. I am really excited for this video. I came up with this video idea last year, but I've had a few more people come into my life that have taught me different lessons that I didn't know I needed to learn, and I've also read a few books that have been super helpful and beneficial, and I've definitely grown a lot, especially over quarantine and this past spring. I love to share some tips that I have for you guys, and also some questions that I came up with to ask yourself, are you in a toxic relationship, and how to sort of get out of it or approach it. I have had a lot of friend breakups, and it doesn't even matter if you're in a relationship like with a boyfriend or girlfriend. It could be a family member or a friend. How is it affecting your life, and how is it affecting your emotional health? So I came up with some questions to ask yourself. But the first question that I came up with is, does this person make you happy? If they do, that's great, but also don't rely on this person for your happiness. Rely on yourself for happiness and do what makes you happy. But if they don't make you happy at all, that's like one of the big telltale signs. Like, this person probably isn't good for me if they don't make me happy at all, and if they don't bring positivity and joy into my life. Next question I came up with is, do they bring drama into your life? And if they bring drama into your life, that is so horrible. You don't need drama in your life. You want your life to be like a comedy romantic movie. You want your life to go smooth, and obviously no one's life goes perfectly smooth, but if they're bringing more drama into your life than joy and happiness and trying to make you happy, and you're also trying to make them happy, if it's like 100% like relationship, then that's great. But if it's like they're just bringing drama and that's all they bring to the table, you don't need that in your life at all. Be with yourself, and you need to just get that drama out of your life. You don't need it at all. No one really needs drama in their life. It just creates a lot of anxiety and things that are just so stressful, and you just don't need that. Next question is, are they trying to control you? And what I have experienced is a lot of friends think that they can tell me what I can and can't do, what I can and can't wear, how to look, how not to look, what hair color I should have, what hair color I shouldn't have, whether I should be going to this or that, and it's just not good. Don't listen to people. Don't listen to what people try and tell you to do. You need to listen and do what you want to do, because if they're trying to control you, that is something broken within themselves, because they don't have control over their own life, and you can only control you. You can't control them at all. So just don't even try to control them, especially if they're trying to control you, because it'll just backfire at the end. The only person you control at the end of the day is yourself and your own actions. Next question is, how do you feel when you're around them? Do you feel happy? Do you feel angry? Do you feel mad? Do you feel stressed out? Do you feel anxious? Are you getting joy from this person? Are you excited to see this person? Or are you let down when you see them and you think of other important things that you could be doing? Are you happy when you see them? Because if you're happy and excited to see them, that is such a good sign. That means that you have a healthy relationship, and especially when they see you and they're excited to see you, that's even better, because it should be like a give and take relationship. They should be giving what you're giving to them. It shouldn't just be one-sided, because that is so bad, and I've been through that so many times, and I just keep giving and giving and giving, and people just keep taking and taking and taking, and then you're just let down at the end of the day, because odds are they're just not going to give anything back to you, especially when you've given all that you have to them, because that's all they see. If you give everything to them up front rather than making them wait for it and earn like your trust and earn your gifts and stuff that you want to do with them and do for them, then that's even better. Don't give everything all up front, because then it makes them feel less special, and then it makes them feel like they have control over you and power over you, and that's just not a good mindset that the other person should have, and you shouldn't give them that control. Next question is, does your mood change when you're with them? Are you happy to see them? And when you do see them, are you let down, or are you happy before you see them, or are you happy after you hang out with them? Because I found sometimes I'm happy with a person, but then when I leave them, I'm really unhappy and unsure of our relationship and unsure of everything. And that's just not a good sign at all. My next question is, or I guess tip, is to obviously ask yourself all those questions, and if the questions have negative answers and you just don't feel good around this person, then you probably are in a toxic relationship. The next step would be to try and solve the problem, bring it up to them, communicate. Communication is so important, and don't communicate over text message because things can get misconstrued and you can come off as sarcastic, but you're actually not being sarcastic, you're just trying to make a point. So call them, ask them to meet up, ask them, hey, like, let's get lunch, let's go do this, and talk to them about how you're feeling. And if they don't understand how you're feeling, and if they're not sympathetic, and if they don't want to solve the problem, then you've done all that you can do at the end of the day, and you just need to let them go, because if they can't see a problem, then there's a bigger problem at hand and they need to deal with that themselves, and you can't fix them. You have to remember that at the end of the day, you can only fix yourself. You can't fix other people, because other people have to be willing to fix themselves. You can't force someone to change. You can't force someone to do something for you if they don't want to. They have to want to do something for you. If you're just forcing like a relationship, then it's just not good, because it's just not going to work out and neither party is going to be happy. Once you have obviously established that you're in a toxic relationship, communicated about it, and then you decide you want to end this relationship, friendship, whatever it is, then I would say move on and let go and do what makes you happy. At the end of the day, all you can do is do what makes you happy and do what is best for you and for your mental health in the end. Because while physical health is so important, mental health is so important as well. I remember this guy came to my high school and said, if you had a broken leg, would you go to your friend to fix it? No, you would go to the doctors. That's the same thing with mental health. If I had something wrong in the head, and if I was experiencing like anxiety or depression or some other mental disorder, I wouldn't go to my friend asking for help and asking them to write me a prescription, because like, one, they can't, you have to go to school for that, and they can give you advice, but they can only give you so much advice. You should seek other help and get therapy and want to fix yourself. Your mental health is so important. If you don't have your mental health, you really just don't have anything. How to let go. Just without being rude or mean to this person, like, don't be an asshole about it, obviously, because you want to consider their feelings as well. Just block them on social media, block their phone number, just cut off all ties of communication, all forms of communication, because you don't want to see their Snapchat and like what they're doing, or their Instagram and who they're posting with, like if they've moved on and if they're with other friends. It's just not healthy for you to see that. It's just going to make you feel really bad about yourself, and they're probably trying to like make you jealous or something. So it's just really bad and toxic for you to see that and see that they're moving on with their life. So just block them, just get them out of your life so you don't have to see that, so you can move on for the better. The next tip would be focus on what makes you happy and take time for yourself. You don't always have to be 100% available to other people. There are such things called boundaries, and boundaries are so healthy and so good. Just set boundaries with some friends, because you need to take time for yourself. You need to focus on yourself. You could focus on journaling, meditating, yoga, reading, listening to music, going on a walk, something. And I have been meditating for the past month every single day, twice a day, and it has helped me so much, especially with being more peaceful and serene. I use the app called Insight. I use guided meditations, and they are super helpful. It has definitely helped me a lot and helped me to get through some things that I have been anxious about. Another thing is, don't listen to sad music, because that's just gonna make you even more sad. Like, music has kind of different vibrations, and those sad music and like rap music has really low vibrations. I learned this from Luca Whitaker. She's another YouTuber. So listen to positive music, listen to happy, upbeat music that'll get you like pumped and like make you want to be productive and do things and be happy and go out there and live your life. Like, listen to like what makes you happy, and listen to a lot of positive songs and songs that have positive messages and are uplifting. Lastly, focus on what you want, not what others want. Focus on yourself. Don't focus on what color hair your friend wants for you. What do you want for you? You need to focus your time, money, and energy into what you want. Obviously, don't be an asshole to other people when they try to tell you what to do. Just say, no, I don't want to do that. I'm going to do this instead because it's better for me. I read this book. It's called The Life-Changing Magic of Not Giving a Fuck. It's by Sarah Knight, and it's been so like beneficial for me. It's just basically about putting your time, energy, and money, like I just said, into things that you want to do, and make a list as to what you want to put your time into, not what other people want you to do. There's this quote from one of Taylor Swift's poems that is, "Let your heart remain breakable, but never by the same hand twice." Yes, maybe give someone a second chance if it was just a small little problem that you guys disagreed on, but never give someone a second chance when they broke your heart and when they crushed you and they come running back and being like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to do that," because at the end of the day, they're not going to change. They're just going to keep treading all over you, treating you like a doormat, someone they can just walk all over, and it's just not good for you. Just focus on what you want, like I said, and focus on yourself. Just meet new people and experience life and do what you want, because odds are that person is just going to keep hurting you, and it's just not good for you at the end of the day, because they're just going to keep taking advantage of you and manipulating you into what they want. That is it. Those are all of my tips. If you guys have any more tips, leave them below. I'll also link some books that I have been reading as well, because I have been reading a lot more like kind of self-help books. Focus on the positive side of life, and yes, there are ups and downs and bumps in the road, but if a person is bringing more drama and negativity into your life, then you're better than that. They're not worth your time, and you don't need that in your life. Why would you? No one needs negativity in their life. Everyone wants to have a positive, happy life. So just focus on what you want and focus on what is best for you. Really hope you guys enjoy this video. Make sure you subscribe and click the notification bell, and please keep signing petition for Black Lives Matter, because it is so important. Like I said, positivity, make a positive change, focus on what is best for us as a society and community. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.